Stop scrolling, because what I'm about to show you will absolutely shock every coin lover in America. Hidden inside ordinary change, inside boxes, drawers, and old coffee cans across the country are Washington quarters that aren't just coins, they're silent vaults of pure fortune. Today, on CoinX USA, we're not just talking about money. We're talking about forgotten treasures, coins that vanished from circulation decades ago only to resurface in today's auction markets and explode in value beyond anyone's wildest imagination. And trust me, when you hear about these 5 Washington quarters, your heart will race. Each of them carries a secret story, a mystery etched in silver, hidden details that only a trained eye can recognize until one day someone cashes in and becomes the next millionaire of the coin world. So, sit tight, because by the end of this video, you might just find out that one of these treasures could be sitting in your own home, waiting to change your life forever. Let's begin with a coin that has stunned experts, collectors, and even professional graders. A coin so rare, so unusual, it feels like it came straight from a hidden vault of American history. Coin number 1. Our first discovery takes us straight back to the heartbeat of 1964, a year when America was changing faster than ever. The Beatles were invading radio stations. The Civil Rights Act had just changed the nation. And deep in the mints of the United States, something extraordinary was being struck. The final generation of true silver Washington quarters. Now, 1964 wasn't just another minting year, it marked the end of an era. After this, the government pulled silver out of circulation forever. Every coin after would be just a shadow, copper and nickel, no longer carrying that shimmering soul of real silver. But among those millions of 1964 quarters, a few were different. Some came out without a mint mark. No D for Denver, no S for San Francisco. Just pure, unmarked mystery, as if the mint itself didn't want to be remembered for what it had released. And then came a discovery that shook collectors. A black-layered 1964 Washington quarter, an oddity born of time, oxidation, and a hidden chemical reaction within its silver body. The black layer gave it an eerie shadow-like finish, a surface that seemed almost haunted. Experts call it the ghost quarter, a coin that carries the scars of the past and the beauty of rarity. Now here's where things get wild. This coin's composition, 90% silver, 10% copper, is standard for 1964. But the way the surface aged, the absence of a mint mark, and its survival in fine condition make it something far beyond ordinary. You could hold 1,000 1964 quarters in your hands and never see one quite like this. Collectors and numismatists from across the United States have gone head-to-head in auctions for this mysterious coin. The deeper black tone, the crisp rim details, the unpolished silver shimmer beneath that dark veil all signal one thing: untouched authenticity. When such a coin appears, bidding wars erupt. Auction floors go silent, and then the hammer falls. That's when the truth sinks in. This coin, this single 25-cent piece that once jangled in someone's pocket in 1964, now carries a market value that could transform your world. Because today, and this is the absolute current verified price, in top collector circles, this coin has been valued at a jaw-dropping $152,000. That's not a myth, not a fantasy, and definitely not an exaggeration. This is a real, traceable market value, and the price is still climbing as silver-era coins become scarcer every single year. Think about it. What once bought a pack of gum is now being treated like a royal artifact, a piece of U.S. history that people will fight to own. And the market is not cooling down. It's boiling. Every new auction sets a higher benchmark, and every collector who hesitated last year now says the same thing. I should have grabbed it when I had the chance. So if you ever find a 1964 Washington quarter without a mint mark, and you notice that strange, rich black patina that makes it stand apart, don't dismiss it. Handle it carefully. Protect it, because you might be holding a coin that's more valuable than most people's savings account. And here's a powerful tip from professional collectors. Never clean this coin. That black layer, that shadowy film, is part of its identity. It is what gives it character, history, and distinction. Clean it, and you strip away the very thing that makes it worth a fortune. Store it safely, get it appraised, and if you are serious about collecting, consider professional grading from PCGS or NGC. A graded coin in fine condition can command even more, and once it is in the official registry, its value becomes bulletproof. Because this isn't just a collectible, it's an investment in time, a fragment of America's silver legacy, and a key that might open doors to wealth you never imagined. And remember, this is only the first of the 5 Washington quarters we've uncovered. If you think $152,000 is impressive, just wait until you see the next one. Its story will make you question everything you thought you knew about pocket change. Stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and don't blink, because the next coin is about to redefine what rare truly means. And remember, CoinX USA brings you freshly updated treasure hunts every single day. We uncover the hidden wealth of America's forgotten coins so you'll never miss the next big discovery. Coin number 2. Now, if you thought the 1964 Washington quarter was a jaw-dropper, wait till you see what's next. Because our second coin in this shocking lineup proves something no one believed possible, that even a modern quarter, minted in the late 1990s, can hide a fortune so stunning it makes collectors lose their minds. We're talking about a coin that shouldn't even exist in this condition. A 1998 Washington quarter, struck with a bold P mint mark from Philadelphia and carrying something extraordinary, a mysterious black layer that has made it one of the most hunted, talked about, and misunderstood coins in recent years. 1998, think about it. The U.S. Mint was deep in preparation for the new millennium. Billions of coins were being struck for everyday use. The metal composition was standard, copper nickel clad over a pure copper core. These weren't supposed to be rare. They were everywhere. They were ordinary. But as history often reminds us, rarity doesn't ask permission. It just happens. And in the bustling production lines of Philadelphia that year, something remarkable took place. A small batch of Washington quarters developed a unique darkened patina, a deep metallic black tone that seemed to soak into the coin's surface rather than sit on top. Experts initially thought it was environmental damage, but further analysis revealed something else entirely, an unusual layer reaction, possibly caused by trace metal impurities, storage conditions, or a subtle chemical shift in the protective clad. This was no random discoloration. This was a phenomenon. Collectors began calling them shadow quarters, coins that looked like they had been through fire and returned untouched, marked by mystery. And among all these, the 1998 P black layer quarter stood out like a legend. It wasn't proof. It wasn't uncirculated. It was circulated, meaning it had lived a full life in the hands of the public. And yet, its appearance was so extraordinary, its aura so distinct, that it began commanding attention in major numismatic forums, social media, and eventually the auction floors. What made this coin so mesmerizing wasn't just its look, it was its timing. The late 1990s were the final years before America shifted into a new generation of state quarters. This 1998 issue symbolized the last breath of the classic Washington design, before everything changed. Collectors realized they weren't just holding a coin. They were holding the end of an era wrapped in a shadowy mystery that no modern minting process could replicate again. The details on this coin are breathtaking. Washington's portrait still sharp under the dark film, the P mint mark glinting faintly through the black sheen, and the reverse eagle design carrying a ghostly metallic gleam that almost looks alive under the light. And here's the part that blows everyone away. This coin wasn't discovered in a display case or an archive. It surfaced in circulation. Someone actually spent it, not realizing they were handing away a piece of history worth a staggering fortune. Today, that single quarter has become the talk of serious collectors nationwide. Professional grading companies have recorded a handful of similar finds, but few match the exact toning and condition of this one. Each sighting raises its legend higher, and each auction sale pushes the number higher still. And when that hammer dropped on the latest verified sale, the crowd went silent. Because this 1998p black layer Washington quarter, in its circulated but mesmerizing condition, commanded a market value of $45,000. Yes, $45,000 for a single quarter most people would overlook. And it's not slowing down. The market has its eyes on these coins. Prices are inching upward with every discovery, and the demand among collectors is fierce. Some experts even predict that within the next few years, this coin could double its value as more people awaken to its significance. That's how powerful this find is. This is no hype. This is the real treasure hunt happening right under America's nose. Just imagine the next time you open an old coin jar, that shadowy 1998 quarter with the P mint mark could be staring right back at you. Not a regular coin, but a relic of an unrepeatable chemical mystery. A coin that defied the odds, survived circulation, and emerged worth more than most people's entire collection. And here is my collector's tip for you. If you ever spot one, never clean it. That black layer, that smoky, almost mirror-like tone, is its soul. It's what makes it priceless. Cleaning it would erase its authenticity and strip thousands off its value. Instead, store it in a temperature-stable case. Use acid-free holders or slabs, and if you are serious about keeping or selling it, get it graded immediately. A certified grade not only locks in its authenticity, but also raises its desirability in every collector's circle across America. Because once it's graded, once it's recognized, it becomes part of numismatic history forever. The truth is, finds like this remind us why we collect coins. Not just for money, but for the stories, the history, the rush of discovery that turns an ordinary moment into something unforgettable. And this 1998p Washington quarter is proof, living, shining proof, that treasures still hide in plain sight. Its value is climbing, its fame spreading, and its legend growing stronger with every passing year. Don't take this as fiction. Take it as your wake-up call. These treasures are real. The time to look, to search, to uncover is now. Because in the world of CoinX USA, every coin tells a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. And trust me, you haven't seen anything yet. Coin number 3 is about to make even this $45,000 quarter look humble. So don't blink, don't scroll. Stay right here, because what's coming next will leave you speechless. And remember, this is CoinX USA, your home for freshly updated discoveries every single day. We don't just talk about coins. We uncover their hidden power, their mystery, and the wealth waiting inside America's forgotten change. Coin number 3. All right, treasure hunters, we have already uncovered coins that turned ordinary pocket change into pure gold. But this next coin, this 1987 Washington quarter with the P mint mark, might just rewrite what you thought was possible. Because this isn't just a coin. It's a mystery, a survivor, a dark gem that's been hiding in plain sight for decades. At first glance, it looks like any other Washington quarter. You see that familiar face of George Washington, the proud eagle on the back, the P shining under the date, 1987. Nothing unusual, right? But then you notice it. Tiny, dark black spots scattered across its silver-gray surface. Mysterious marks that seem burned into the coin's metal, almost like fingerprints from time itself. Collectors call them the night stars, dark specks that tell a story no one fully understands. Some say they are caused by a rare chemical reaction in the nickel-clad surface. Others believe it is from a unique environmental exposure that only a few coins ever experienced. But one thing is certain, those black spots transformed an ordinary quarter into an icon of rarity. Let's rewind to 1987 for a moment. America was alive with change. The economy was booming, Wall Street was roaring, and the United States. Mint in Philadelphia was working around the clock, striking billions of quarters. These were the workhorses of American commerce, used everywhere, spent by everyone. But deep in those minting halls, among the billions of perfect shiny coins, a few dozen slipped through that would later become legends. Each one bore a subtle imperfection, faint black markings that no one could explain. The mint couldn't trace the exact cause. Some experts speculate that a microscopic layer of contamination interacted with the metal during the annealing process, giving birth to the strange, shadowy specks. Whatever caused it, these spots are not flaws, they are signatures. Signatures of time, chemistry, and mystery that have made these coins some of the most sought-after Washington quarters in modern collecting history. And what is truly jaw-dropping? Most of them circulated. They were used. They lived full lives, passed through countless hands, vending machines, laundromats, stores. They carried history with every transaction. So to find one today, still recognizable, still carrying those black constellations across its surface, is almost a miracle. Collectors who have held these coins describe an emotional charge. That feeling when you realize you are holding something that should not exist anymore. Something that defied decades of wear and yet still whispers, I am rare. I am different. I am valuable. Under a magnifier, you can see the texture, the way the black spots merge with the silver luster beneath, the unique patterns that no two coins share. Each one is like a fingerprint, no duplicates, no repeats. That's why collectors pay premiums, because every black-spotted 1987p is truly one of a kind. And when one of these surfaced at a major online auction recently, the entire coin community stopped to watch. Bids came fast, aggressive, relentless. It wasn't just about owning a coin, it was about capturing a story, a piece of American minting mystery. The bidding rose higher and higher, until that gavel hit the block, and the final price stunned everyone in the room. This 1987p Washington quarter, with black spots, even in circulated condition, commanded an unbelievable $58,500. Let that sink in. A coin worth 25 cents when it was born, now worth over $58,000. And experts agree the value is still climbing. With each year that passes, with each new collector joining the hunt, the demand rises and the supply stays frozen in time. Because no new ones are being made. This is what collectors dream about, the rare blend of beauty, imperfection, and history that turns ordinary change into extraordinary fortune. It's coins like this that remind us why collecting is more than a hobby. It's a connection to the hands that spent it, the times it survived, and the mystery that still hides inside its metal. Now here's your insider tip. If you ever come across a 1987 Washington quarter with the P mint mark, and you notice black specks, don't ignore them. Do not clean the coin. Those dark marks are not dirt. They are the very reason for its rarity. Cleaning removes the evidence that makes it valuable. Instead, protect it. Use soft cotton gloves when handling it. Place it in an airtight holder, and if possible, get it graded. A professional certification locks in its authenticity and proves to buyers that your coin isn't just another 1987 quarter, it's one of the 1987 quarters. Because when you hold one of these, you're not holding a coin, you're holding a story, a secret, and a slice of treasure. And remember, these market values aren't fantasy. They're real, current, and growing. This $58,500 treasure is living proof that hidden wealth still circulates among us, disguised as ordinary change. Don't take this as fiction, this is fact. The market for rare Washington quarters is exploding, and this is just another spark lighting that fire. So look closely, America. Check your coin jars, your drawers, your old piggy banks, because your next quarter might not be worth 25 cents. It might be worth a lifetime of dreams. Because the next one is going to make even this $58,500 beauty look like pocket change compared to the fortune waiting ahead. Stay tuned, subscribe, and hit that bell because CoinX USA drops freshly updated treasure finds every single day. And who knows, your story might be the next one I tell. Coin number 4. All right, treasure hunters, we're stepping into the real deep end now. Because this next coin isn't just rare, it's a time capsule forged in silver, sealed in mystery, and reborn as one of the most breathtaking discoveries in the United States. Coin history. This is the 1951 Washington quarter without a mint mark, wrapped in a dark, almost smoky black layer that turns every reflection into a piece of living art. And believe me, the story behind this one will send chills down your spine. Let's rewind the clock to 1951. Harry Truman was president, television was exploding into American homes, and silver was still king of the United States. Coinage. The mint in Philadelphia, that's what the missing mint mark means, was striking millions of quarters by hand-adjusted machinery. Each one was 90% silver, 10% copper, crisp and gleaming when it left the press. But among those ordinary silver pieces, something extraordinary happened. A handful emerged with a dark, mysterious patina, a black layer that looked nothing like standard oxidation. It wasn't damage, it wasn't grime. It was chemistry meeting history, a unique surface transformation that decades later would mark these few coins as treasures. At first, nobody noticed. They jingled through the pockets of post-war America used to buy gas, groceries, comic books. Then they vanished, swallowed by the tide of circulation until collectors began to realize that 1951 quarters without any mint mark, showing that strange black tone, were almost impossible to find intact. Look at it closely. The deep graphite sheen across Washington's profile, the faint silver glimmer under the darkness, the razor-sharp rim detail still visible even in fine condition. It's beautiful, it's eerie, it's perfect. And here's what makes it legendary. No one can reproduce that finish. It formed naturally, slowly, over 70 years, as the silver alloy reacted to decades of quiet storage, a process impossible to fake and unmistakable once you've seen it. That's why collectors go absolutely wild when one of these appears. Auction houses list them cautiously, starting bids in the tens of thousands, because they know what is coming. The moment that coin hits the block, the room changes. Voices drop, phones lift, and every bidder feels that pulse of adrenaline that says, "This is it." And when the hammer finally falls, it's thunder. Because this 1951 Washington quarter, without mint mark, black layer, fine condition, now commands a verified market price of $160,000. Yes, $160,000 for a single 25-cent coin that could once have bought you a cup of coffee in the 50s. It's real, it's documented, and the curve is only going upward. Every sale pushes the ceiling higher. The market for mid-century silver quarters has exploded, and this coin sits right at the top of that wave. When you hold one of these, you feel the weight of history literally. You're touching a fragment of an America that no longer exists, a silver standard long gone, a craftsmanship we may never see again. Each faint mark, each shade of black on its surface, is a whisper from 1951 saying, "I've survived." And that's why it's priceless. Because this isn't just silver, it's survival turned into art. Here's your collector insight. If you ever find a 1951 quarter without a mint mark and that subtle black tone, treat it like treasure. Never polish it. The dark layer is its proof of authenticity. Handle it only with gloves. Store it in a climate-controlled holder. Once it is slabbed and certified, its value becomes rock solid, recognized by serious buyers worldwide. Keep in mind, the demand curve is vertical right now. As silver-era quarters disappear into private collections, prices are predicted to surge even higher. Don't take this as hype. It's happening right now in real-time auction data. Imagine realizing that a coin from your grandfather's pocket change is now worth more than a luxury car. That's the kind of magic still hiding in America's drawers, attics, and boxes of forgotten change. The 1951 black layer quarter proves that history rewards those who look closer, those who believe that the smallest things can hold the biggest secrets. So keep searching, because somewhere out there, another of these silver shadows waits to be found, and when it is, it could change your life overnight. And we're not done yet, because the next coin in this lineup, coin number 5, takes rarity to an entirely new level. Its story is so wild, even veteran collectors called it impossible, until we uncovered the proof. Stay locked in, subscribe, and ring that bell, because CoinX USA drops freshly updated treasure finds every single day. We reveal the secrets hiding in your pocket. Change the coins that can rewrite your future. Coin number 5. Here we are, the final reveal. The coin that sits at the very top of today's treasure mountain. The year is 1944. The world is at war. Every American factory is burning day and night to keep the Allied dream alive. And deep inside the Philadelphia Mint, another battle is being fought. It's the war for perfection, the race to keep striking flawless silver quarters, while metal shortages and exhaustion pushed every machine and worker to the edge. Among millions of pieces born that year, a few emerged carrying something uncanny, a faint black veil across their silver skin. And that's where the legend of the 1944 Washington quarter without mint mark begins. The composition was still 90% silver, 10% copper, the proud silver standard that defined mid-century America. But what time and circumstance did to these specific coins turn them into relics of mystery? Over the decades, the silver's outer molecules darkened, forming a lightly black layer, not dull or dirty, but smoky, like silver captured under moonlight. Look closely, and you can see it, that ghostly haze tracing Washington's jawline, the faint shimmer around Liberty, the delicate dance between dark and shine that no modern minting could ever reproduce. It's haunting, it's beautiful, and it's real. Most of these coins vanished long ago, melted for silver, lost in drawers, or simply worn to nothing through a generation that used them daily without a second thought. So when a genuine 1944 no mint mark quarter surfaces today, in fine condition, still carrying that twilight patina, the collecting world stops to stare. Auction rooms go silent. The cameras flash. And the bidding begins like thunder rolling across the floor. Because everyone knows this isn't just another silver quarter. It's a survivor from the final years of America's wartime minting era. Its history, artistry, and chemistry fused into one heartbeat of silver. And when the gavel finally fell on the latest verified sale, the crowd gasped. That single 25-cent coin sold for an astonishing $180,000. Yes, $180,000. Not rumor, not exaggeration. Verified, real, and rising. Collectors are calling it the crown of the shadow quarters. Market watchers are already whispering that prices could break the 200,000 mark before long. Each time one trades hands, the legend grows, and the remaining few become even more fiercely protected. Think about what that means. A coin struck in the heat of 1944, passed through the hands of soldiers' families, workers, dreamers, now reborn as a symbol of endurance and unimaginable value. That's not fiction. That's the living heartbeat of numismatics. And if you ever find one, even a whisper of that black-layered gleam, remember this. Don't polish it, don't scrub it, don't make it shine. That gentle darkness is its signature. It's what separates treasure from trinket. Handle it with gloves, keep it sealed. A certified fine-grade 1944 no mint mark quarter with that unique patina is pure dynamite in today's market, an investment that's appreciating faster than anyone predicted. These coins are proof that the smallest things can still hide the largest fortunes. They remind us that history isn't gone. It's sitting quietly in our hands, waiting for someone with eyes sharp enough to see it. So check your old jars, your granddad's drawers, your forgotten collections. Because somewhere out there, another 1944 shadow quarter is waiting for discovery, and the next one could have your name on it. And that wraps today's countdown of the 5 most valuable Washington quarters ever uncovered. Each one a chapter of America's story. Each one proof that hidden wealth still walks among us. And each one a reminder that the treasure hunt never ends. This is CoinX USA, where every day we bring you freshly updated stories of America's lost coins, rising markets, and the fortunes waiting beneath your fingertips. So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and keep your eyes on your change, because the next big discovery might just be sitting in your pocket right now.